Perfect. Thoughts on Spanish food so far? How's it going? How's the eating?
Amazing, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I only wish I was left with a baby with seafood so I could try more of it, but otherwise.
What was the only downside of the lunch place yesterday?
Lunch place yesterday. Oh, we didn't get a seat. It was so sad. It was like number one on the Lonely Planet, so we went, and the food was amazing, but it was one of those places where you stand at like a bar and eat, or you could queue for a table, but we didn't realise that, so we didn't queue for a table. And the food was good, but we'd just been on a walking tour that was 2.5 hours and we hadn't been able to sit down. And so I was like, oh, we'll sit down when we go to lunch. Then we get to lunch, can't sit down. And then we had like a museum booking, which was a Picasso museum, and so we were like, okay, rest 5 minutes before walking over there. We walk over there, and we're like, okay, maybe we can sit down and look at some art and no seats in the museum.
Nightmare.
So yeah, it was a lot of walking. I just don't know how many steps we did, but it's quite a lot.
What museum did we go to yesterday?
The Picasso museum.
What did you thoughts?
Yeah, it was good. It was cool because it was about his life. There wasn't like, I mean, it showed like a lot of his works throughout his life is what I mean, rather than like all of his famous ones. So obviously all of his famous ones are like somewhere else, I don't know where. But it was cool because you associate Picasso with like cubism and all the like weird and wacky stuff, and there were a couple of those there, but they were in the minority.
I think for me the Picasso stuff, like the beginning of life work was really interesting. Well, like as Celine said, it's all like the very academic drawings, like it's when he's in the academy. It's all like the still lives and like seaside towns. I think that was interesting because you see that he was just like a very technically proficient artist. The stuff in the middle I didn't have that much time for, like where he was just like, okay, everything's in blue now and everyone's sad, or like whatever, we're exploring the theme of death. But I thought the end of life stuff very, very, very interesting. Where you get the kind of like wackier like cubism things. And then he just had all these pictures of pigeons that were really cute. That was Celine making a agreeing noise. I don't know if you could hear that.
Like the large majority of them were the technical, academical drawings or whatever. He did when he was 16, so they're very like, you know, what we would consider like fine art. And then they had these like line drawings of bullfighters that were really cool. So I got a poster or two of them. But yeah, I thought it was really cool.
What were your favourites?
My favourite was the line drawing of the bullfights. They're just really cool. Alternatively, there was one where he drew of his, so it's kind of cubist style, but not. He drew one of his friend. It was like his face, but his like glasses were like slid that way, and his nose was slid that way, and his mouth was slid that way. And that's a good one. In like a rough and collar, because he wanted to be, basically his friend was like, I want to be presented as a, you know, a person of high class from like the 1600s or the 1500s, and Picasso was like, okay, I will do that.
What's your favourite era of Picasso?
I don't have one. I don't know what that means.
What was your like? As in, which of your vibe? Like, as because each of the rooms had a different vibe, right? Were you like a blue room gal? Were you a?
Oh, I hated the blue rooms. They were sad.
Why did you hate the blue rooms?
They were sad.
Okay, fine.
Everything's just blue tinted. I don't know. I like things that make me sad. Yeah, because it's the sun. It's the sun. It's you.
delicious. Amazing.
They are.